good work dealing with that spy. You please, Stalin. Make sure you never disappoint him. Now, I have a special task for you. We are amassing for our attack on Berlin. The Allies are aware of this, so we are going to, how do they say, throw them a bone? I want you to create a diversion. Occupy their troops until we can drop soldiers behind their lines. Once the troops are in, use the soldiers to cut off Allied communications. With no early warning. We can take Berlin by surprise.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
New construction options. Building.
Reporting affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Comrade. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting. Acknowledged. Comrade. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete. Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Comrade. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Waiting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Waiting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Vehicle acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Comrade. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Comrade.
funds.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting order. Waiting acknowledged. Comrade. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Vehicle
Acknowledged.
reporting.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Vehicle acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Building. On hold.
Awaiting orders.
Cancel.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Unit ready. Building.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Report. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Comrade? Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting order. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New
Vehicle
construction
affirmative.
options.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Repairing. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building.
Comrade? Acknowledged.
Unit repaired.
Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Construction complete. Building. Construction complete. New construction options.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes,
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Vehicle acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Vehicle acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Waiting acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Comrade? Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit
Report
ready.
affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Awaiting acknowledged.
Unit lost. Training. Unit ready. Training. On hold. Cancel. Training. Unit ready. Training. Unit ready.
Awaiting
Affirmative.
orders.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Very well.
Training. Construction complete. Unit
Awaiting
ready.
Yes,
orders.
sir. Affirmative.
Training.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Very well.
Training. Unit
Ready and waiting.
ready.
Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Reporting.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Waiting
Unit
orders.
lost.
Waiting order.
Unit lost.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Waiting orders.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost. Building. Training.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Training.
Ready and
Unit
waiting.
ready.
Very well.
Training.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Waiting order.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Vehicle report.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Acknowledged.
funds.
Reporting. Agreed. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Ready and waiting. Very well. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Of course. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. At once. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Ready and waiting. Agreed.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting
Acknowledged.
order. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Preparing.
Acknowledged. Vehicle
Report
reporting.
acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. At once. Agreed.
Comrade. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Acknowledged.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Ready and waiting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Unit
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Agreed. Agreed.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting.
At once.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Waiting
Very
orders.
well.
Building.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Waiting orders. Reporting. Acknowledged. Vehicle
Construction
reporting.
complete.
Affirmative.
New construction options.
Reporting.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient
Agreed. At
funds.
once. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Waiting for acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. At once. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Reporting.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Awaiting for acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Awaiting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Waiting order.
Construction
Acknowledged.
complete.
Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Waiting order.
Spy plane ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Comrade. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very well. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Waiting
Orders.
affirmative. At once.
Unit
Affirmative. At
lost.
once. Affirmative. Waiting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Vehicle report. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Lost. Unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Repairing.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Comrade, acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit prepared.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready. Building.
Acknowledged.
Preparing.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Comrade, acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Preparing.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Second
Report.
objective
Acknowledged.
met.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Unit
Acknowledged.
prepared. Repairing.
Waiting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit prepared. Building.
Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Construction
Affirmative. Comrade. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
complete. Building.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
Building.
Vehicle acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
prepared.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
affirmative.
ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Waiting affirmative. Acknowledged.
Insufficient
Affirmative.
funds.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Allied
Affirmative.
reinforcements have arrived.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
First mission accomplished.